Welcome, everyone, to a journey into the strange heart of the Ozarks. Today, we're not just telling stories. We're tuning into the very frequency of this place, into a trio of legends so intertwined, they form a single haunting signal. This is the Anonymous Trilogy. Our first story begins on the airwaves over Bull Shoals Lake. They say a ghost haunts the radio, a phantom DJ who never signed off. They call him the Boogeyman, but he isn't just a memory. He's a frequency. One night, while scanning the static, he stumbles upon a signal bleeding through time itself. It's a crackling, desperate broadcast from the year 2075. The message is terrifying. The lake is drying up. The water is gone. The fish are bone, and the hollows are turning to dust. He has exactly 3 minutes of airtime to warn the past, to send a message that could save everything. But how do you fix a future that's already broken? How do you tell people to save something they believe will last forever? He makes a choice. Instead of a warning, he sends something else. He jams the future signal, weaving it into his own broadcast, stitching the past to the future with a thread of pure static. He sacrifices his one clear channel to create a temporal shield. They say if you tune your radio just right on a moonless night over the lake, you can still hear it. That hiss, that crackle, that's not empty air. That's the Boogeyman holding time together. The static is the only thing keeping us here. From the airwaves, we descend into the woods to Mountain Village, 1890. Here we meet our second phantom, the hillbilly guitar dude. He wasn't looking for fame or fortune. He was just a musician looking for a new sound. He found it in a set of strings that didn't come from any store. They were spun from the heart of a fallen star, humming with a strange cosmic energy. The first time he strung them to his old guitar and struck a chord, something impossible happened. The wood of the historic cabins around him began to weep sap, not like trees, but like open wounds. The air grew thick with the scent of pine and memory. And then he heard it, a low hum, a chorus of voices from a time long past. The ghosts of the pioneers, drawn from their slumber by the unearthly music, began to hum along. It was beautiful, but it was also a trap. With every chord he played, the Ozarks began to fold in on themselves. The hills shimmered, the trees bent at impossible angles, and the line between then and now grew dangerously thin. He realized the music wasn't just summoning ghosts. It was collapsing the very fabric of the landscape. To save the hills from disappearing into a paradox, he had to unplay the song. He had to strike the chords in reverse, a dissonant, backward melody to push time back into its proper shape. He's still out there, they say, playing his counter-melody. He's not a musician anymore. He's a locksmith for the afterlife, forever turning the key to keep our world from becoming theirs. Our final story takes us from the stars to the deep, cold dark of the Bull Shoals caverns. This is where we meet our third and final entity, a being known only as Zero Antarctica. Zero is not from here. It is an agent of cosmic order, a celestial custodian sent to delete a glitch. To the vast, cold logic of the universe, the Ozarks are an error, a place where too many memories, too many stories, and too much time have gathered in one spot, creating an anomaly that threatens the balance of the cosmos. Zero's mission is simple: wipe the hard drive of the hollows, erase the echoes. It descends into the caverns, the perfect place to start the deletion protocol, a place of silence and stone. But as it stands in the profound dark, it begins to hear something. It's not silence. Faintly, echoing through the limestone, is the hiss of a distant radio broadcast, the Boogeyman's static shield. And woven within it, a mournful, backward-playing guitar, the hillbilly dude's temporal lock. Zero, a being of pure logic, feels the weight of these signals. It hears the stories, the love, the loss, the stubborn refusal of this place to be forgotten. It realizes that this error, this beautiful chaotic glitch, is the most profound thing in the entire galaxy. And in that moment, Zero makes a choice. It doesn't delete the archive. It joins it. It abandons its mission and becomes a part of the anomaly, a guardian. Today, if you're out on the lake just before dawn, you might see it. A strange, cold blue light that shimmers over the water just before the sun breaks over the dam. That's Zero, the silent archivist, the protector of the glitch, the third and final note in the Ozark's impossible song. The DJ, the musician, and the archivist. 3 anonymous souls bound by a single purpose: to protect this strange, beautiful error we call home. They are the static on the radio, the backward song in the woods, and the cold blue light at dawn. They are the secret guardians of the Ozarks. So next time you're out here, listen closely. You're never truly alone. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the Anonymous Trilogy. If you enjoyed these stories and want to explore more of the mysteries hidden in the world around us, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, keep listening to the static.